Yamkelani nazingqangqangqili zesizwe. Yamkelani nansi inkosikazi katata awavakala esithi I am an African. Simbethe nje silapha kungokuba singama-Afrika.
My name is Crisalda Kananda. I'm a trustee for the South African Women in Dialogue. What an honor and a privilege to celebrate an iconic woman who's worth celebrating. I know that we talk about this term celebrity very loosely, and today we got to celebrate a celebrity, a true celebrity, a woman. I mean, I kept on saying this as a program director that imagine a young girl, Alexander, industry streets of Alexander, in a family of more than 5 children, and you have a dream to change the world, and that's exactly what she's done. Imagine coming up with a women's development bank that is impacting the world. Mam Zanele, we love you so much. Thank you for extending yourself. You've birthed so many of us, and so many of us are walking around with a piece of you. You are iconic, you are wonderful, you're beautiful, you are loving, you are lovable. Siyakuthanda kakhulu. uNkulunkulu asibekele wena amadlamini. Siyabonga, thank you.
My name is Khatani Paulina Mamokobo. I'm a doctor in business development and administration, currently occupying the role of chief economist at NAMSA, the Automotive Business Council. It's such an honor to form part of this prestigious event where we're just honoring Mam Zanele. I think for me as a young person, it's always incredible just to reflect as well and glean and sit under the tutelage of such incredible women like Mam Zanele. I think the impact that she has continued to champion throughout the years, for us it's just a challenge. So sitting in such a prestigious event today, it allowed me to reflect, to say as a young person, and also reflecting on my responsibility in society, the immense pressure that is there to say we cannot afford to drop the ball, but also just to say that we do have the support, we stand on shoulders of giants, we continue to break the glass ceiling, remembering that it's not just for the current generation, but our predecessors have done it before, and we continue to champion that cause as well for future generations. So definitely it was an honorable moment, and for us also to say, even in our respective workplaces, in these platforms, we continue to raise our voices as well and champion the collective inclusion of women. So it is an honor. Mam Zanele, a message to you. Thank you so much for being a mother of us all. You've set an example, and we'll definitely continue to tread in your footsteps. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it.
I am Professor Cheryl Hendricks. I'm the Executive Director of the Institute for Justice and Reconciliation. It's been a real honor and a privilege to be here tonight as the Thabo Mbeki Foundation honors Mrs. Zanele Mbeki in such a befitting way. The women of South Africa have expressed their love for Mrs. Mbeki, but also the fact that she has left her mark on so many of us in this room. When you speak about a legacy, this is it. And for me personally, I work on issues of women, peace and security throughout the continent. And I came to work on these particular issues because of one meeting I attended where SAWID, and at that time Mrs. Mbeki had founded SAWID, brought together the women of Burundi. There was war in Burundi, and she brought the women of Burundi to South Africa, and we had a dialogue with the women of Burundi. And since that time, we've been trying to get more women engaged in peace, and Mrs. Mbeki is being the lead on that, getting women across the continent to be part of peace processes. So it's not only our former president, Thabo Mbeki, who's been engaged in peace processes. It's also Mrs. Zanele Mbeki, our mother. Thank you.
This afternoon and evening was a really tremendous evening and tremendous event. The ability to honor Mrs. Mbeki, another woman of her generation, who have devoted their entire lives to the upliftment of women and the development of the continent. It was a real privilege to see young and old women and men as well being able to give her flowers while she was still alive. What you have often, you have people who often stand in the back and in the shadows, but are really the ones who are keeping the lights on. And to have her at the center of the engagement, in the center of the room, was a real privilege for all of us this evening. The event was also really important around how do we ensure that the stories of women who are both well-known and unsung are documented and told so that future generations are able to learn from them. And so this evening was a real privilege for us to come together, think together about the role that women can play in the development of the continent as well.
My name is Mokana Moirane. I'm from Durban. I'm an attorney by training. Today is really an honor to have been part of this celebration. I think it is long overdue. There is a lot that Zanele has done for women in this country, and she has not been celebrated as much as she should be. What we had today is not half of what she has done. There is a lot that she has done, particularly for the rural women in the KZN area and Limpopo. We're very proud of her, and we're thankful that the organizers saw it fit to recognize and acknowledge all the work that she has done today while she still lives. I hope today has been inspiration for many people who have been here. I know I'm inspired to go out there and do more. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Tando Daza, and I'm the lead of communications for the Rukona Women Economic Assembly. And you know what? You have been such a hero. And all my life of being born and knowing of the great work that you're doing and continuing to do it, you know, whether you are sitting at home or coming and taking pictures with us, you are always inspiring us. Thank you so, so much. And we really are the women we are today because of all the efforts that you put in. Really appreciate it. Love you.
Hi, I'm Bushe Hanise, former president of the African Women Chartered Accountants. Mom Peggy, we want to say we love you so much. We are so grateful that we got an opportunity to give you flowers whilst you're still alive. Thank you so much for the contribution you made so many years ago to make sure that the African Women Chartered Accountants was founded by Abosisodo, Sindizilo, Sindimaba Sokoyana, Mama Mutsidi. Today we are celebrating 23 years as the AWCA, and we are so thrilled that you made that immense contribution to our organization. We love you lots. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mam Zanele. My name is Amakanyile, former president of AWCA. If it wasn't for you, this young girl from Umlazi would never have made it through this leadership journey through AWCA that has opened so many doors for me personally and so many other women. We'd like to thank you for planting a good seed, and hopefully you enjoying looking at the flowers that have bloomed from those seeds that you've sown. And one day even our kids will sit under the trees of those seeds that you have planted. There's no way to thank you. I don't think any words will ever cover that. So I'll quote from the youngsters and say, forever, wena, because I don't think anyone has done as much for women empowerment as you have, even though you wanted to do it quietly, but we will remember the big work you've done for us to be here. Thank you. God bless you.
My name is Nomvula Mukonyane. I'm here to celebrate the life of a giant, a rock, a source of inspiration, Sis Zanele, who I fondly call Zanele, the big sister, for all the various reasons that have to do with my encounter with the woman that we are celebrating who embraced some of us when we arrived in programs of the African National Congress before the unbanning in Amsterdam at the Women's Malibongwe conference, where women from South Africa met with the women of the ANC in exile. And amongst the things that Zanele was doing for us was to make sure that we are warm, we get those donations that are normally given over to comrades and women who are in exile. The second issue that I saw at that time was for her to be being a person omamelang, me ya musa ya nang le takatso ya ho tseba hore ho etsahalang hae. And sitting with her, she gave us enough time hore re bue ka hore ho etsahalang hae. Ebile le ha se re kopana le ene hape at the time when ha se ba khutlela la South Africa. Zanele was one of those women who was not in the leadership elected positions, but bokumuntu ohamba eqhuqhuzela ukuthi asibhekane nentuthuko yabantu besifazane. Masiqala kuba ne women's coalition, which was a body that involved various political parties. Behind the scenes, she was the one obekhuluma kakhulu ukuthi singakhuluma ngentuthuko yokuthi abantu besifazane bangene kwezepolitiki. Kepha kusemqoka ukubhekana nentuthuko yabantu besifazane ukuthi baphume ekuhluphekeni, baphume einkingeni, bakwazi ukufunda phecelezi, deal with issues of literacy, deal with issues of financial independence, and most importantly, to reach out to women who are not seen and appreciate their talent. And it is those kind of lessons we have learned from Zanele about being a people's leader, being there amongst people, and to love those that you work with. We really wish that the world can give us a platform to hear about Zanele Mbeki, not Mrs. Mbeki, a freedom fighter, a philanthropist, a Pan-Africanist, umuntu onamaphupho akwazi ukuthi awafeze. Siyamhalalisela, sibonge futhi ukuthi it took the Thabo Mbeki Foundation to initiate this, not because of the fact that they do not have anything, but to appreciate that Thabo Mbeki is incomplete without the story of Zanele Mbeki.
Hi, Mam Zanele. My name is Koni Kukushe, and I am the former president of AWCA. And it really has been such a pleasure to learn at your feet as you have opened your house, your home, and yourself to lead us and show us the way in terms of how we can be champions for women. We can be champions for the empowerment of women. And for me personally, I really have admired how you have held yourself with such poise, but particularly how you've used your platform to advocate for other people, whether it be women in dialogue, whether it be in any other international stages that you have held. I wish you long life, and I want to say that we are richer to have had you with us. Thank you so much. Mwah.
My name is Nomfundo Kaluva Gyangis, and as the lovely Griselda has already introduced me, I am a jazz artist, scholar, performer, songwriter. And we're celebrating Mama. It was the most incredible surprise. And then I'm reminded about a song sung by the great Sophie Mgcina, who was a composer, a scholar, a songwriter, and arranger. And a song she sings titled Madam Please. And this is a dialogue between a domestic worker and the master, the madam. And I think it's an adaptation from a poem by Barney Simon. And she says, Madam, please, before you ask me if your children are fine, ask me when I last saw mine. Madam, please, before you call today's funeral a lie, tell me why my people die. Tell me why my people die, madam, please.
We are who we are and where we are today because of you men.
Zanele, we just want to say to you, your legacy will be there forever.
Thank you, Mama, for enabling women to find their path and make decisions that suit them.
She knew what she wanted to do and she knew how to put things together. This is Zanele Mbeki.
You're just pure, elegant class. You're making this mad, mad world a better place.
You have made amazing contribution. Don't listen to these people who are telling you, Zanele, that you must rest. So from now onwards, don't tell them how old you are. Thank you.
Achika madoda, achika kwabamnandi, achika madoda, achikele mkotini, achika madoda, achika kwabamnandi, achika madoda, achikele mkotini, echikele maweni siyahamba, chikele maweni siyahamba bo, achikele maweni siyahamba. Chikele maweni siyahamba bo, aklenza madoda, aklenza kwabamnandi, aklenza madoda, aklenzele mgodini, aklenza madada, aklenza kwabamnandi, aklenza madoda, aklenzele mgodini.